everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I have a very simple DIY to share with you. It is definitely inspired by the first snowfall that we've received here. I wanted to test a DIY flocking on one of the little mini trees from Dollar Tree, and I thought I would share it with you. If it worked out, great, and if it didn't, I would share the fail. But it actually did work out, and the reason why I did it was I wanted to flock this pencil tree, but I didn't want to ruin it. The DIY concoction that I created didn't work. So here is the process of how to transform a very simple, basic Dollar Tree little 18-inch tree into a flock tree, and also how to kind of spruce it up and make it a little more glam. I hope you guys enjoyed the DIY, and if you do, I so look forward to knowing if you're going to be creating one as well, or if you're not into flocking. It doesn't make a mess, which I've been surprised. So it dried overnight and I was touching it and flicking at it and nothing was falling off. It's rock solid. So that was a good thing, a really nice perk. I was really afraid that it would make a terrible mess when I'm touching it, but I'm super happy that it's not. So here is the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now. Before we start flocking the tree, I wanted to share with you how I've actually spruced it up and filled it in a little bit more by using one of the 15-foot long garlands from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just cutting them and then bending the tip about maybe 1 centimeter and applying hot glue to that flat end of the tip and then pressing it down into the open spaces of the little 18-inch tree. Now you want to make sure when you're finding the pieces that you're putting them from longer lengths and working your way up with shorter length cuts towards the top of the tree, so that you still have, you know, the triangle shape that's happening on the tree. You don't want to start throwing off the shape of the tree entirely. And when you're pressing it down, you can bend it in like that, and so all of a sudden now the inner part of the pole there of the tree that holds everything together, it gets filled in and you don't really even see that metal pole any longer, because as that little 1 centimeter starts to connect with the other little branch, etc., everything is filled in quite nicely. So you'll see here that I'm measuring out a few other branches about the same size and length. I'm looking at about 3 inches here now, and then I'm going to fill up the empty spaces as I work my way up the tree, and then making the little garland pieces a little smaller every time. So this is the best way I found. And then also this other way is to fill in, if you bend it in towards the branch towards you and then fill in with some hot glue, is another way of applying it if you prefer, so that you can make the branch pliable in a different way along the post. I found both ways worked best. You can choose whichever way works best for you. Now you'll see that the tree looks fuller, and this will make the flocking look a lot nicer when it's finished. I'm using all Dollar Tree products to create the flocking, so I'm using some of the Jock glue, and I put about 2 tablespoons at the bottom. Then I added about 3 to 4 cups of shaving foam. I added about 2 more tablespoons of glue on top, and then 3/4 cups of cornstarch. I stirred them very well together and then added even a little bit more glue, so about 2 more tablespoons. So in total 6 tablespoons of glue, and I found that worked really well to kind of give it a nice adhesive to the branch. So at this point I'm using my hands and I'm just slowly applying globs of it on the tips of the tree. And you'll start to see that once it dries, it actually starts to flock very nicely. And from the tips, I'm starting to work my way in and through the tree into the actual center of the tree where the post is. I like to fill that part in as well. It just gives it a really nice depth to the tree, so that things are not so sharp. Like you don't have a very green tree and then all of a sudden these little tips of white. So I just spread open some of the little pieces here so that nothing kind of stuck completely together. Of course the glue is an adhesive, so I wanted to make sure everything was nice and open and spread out. So just play around with the tree a little bit, And now for the next process, I was like, well, I need some glitter on this tree. I wanted to make it a little more glam, so you can use a little bit of the chunky glitter. These are available at your local dollar stores. You can find them at Michael's, Walmart. This is the Recollections chunky, they're not super chunky, but a little bit chunky. So I'm mixing some glue, just about a tablespoon, and some of this white iridescent chunky glitter from Michael's. I'm going to mix the glue together and the glitter until it's completely all submerged. Like the glitter won't even be shiny. It'll look like it's lost its entire purpose. Don't worry, because once it dries, it'll pick up the glitter again. I was like, well, maybe I should add a little bit of the blue just to give it some character. I do have some blues in my living room. And I'm just taking a brush and I'm going to glitter the tips. And so you just have to be a little patient. You can glob on quite a bit. If you want to use your hands, feel free to do that. It's no problem at all. I just thought I could see a little bit better where I was applying with globs on my paintbrush. So I'm just using a paintbrush and just applying it to the tips and going around and filling in wherever I'd like. Once it dries, you will no longer see the white glue. You are only going to see the glitter. I will show you a dry clip of how it turned out. It's kind of hard to capture on camera, but this is so much prettier in real life. I must tell you, it is not translating properly on camera. It's one of those DIYs that once you do it, you're like, wow, this actually works. It just doesn't capture so well on video. And then I will show you another process. If you'd like to do this as a little added bonus, you can. If not, you just decorate your tree once this is dry. It takes about, I'd say, 3 or 4 hours. It kind of goes rock solid immediately. I haven't had any fallout, which I've been really happy about. And I actually wanted to do a trial run on this mini tree before I did a pencil tree in my dining room. I'm taking the opportunity here while the branches are still wet, just to add a little bit more glitter and to attach it. I just wanted to be sure that I'm getting that sparkle I was looking for. Now for the base, you can use the little tins from the Dollar Tree. This one here is actually from IKEA, and I had purchased it a long while back for 49 cents. So I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to use this foam block. This is for floral arrangements from the Dollar Tree. And I'm actually going to just cut little pieces until it fits into the little pot. And this is just to secure the tree in place. So I'm just going to play around here with the sizing and then take it from there. The foam does need to be set in place so that the tree doesn't topple over. I'm just applying a little bit of hot glue to attach the top foam block here so that it's not moving around. You can put some more foam. I just was trying to preserve. So at this point, I'm taking some of the deco mesh as well from the Dollar Tree, and I wanted it because it just, instead of a burlap to go with this or a plaid, buffalo plaid would be really cute in here as well from the scarves. You can definitely use that. However, because I wanted that sparkle glam little effect, I thought the silver would be the nicest here, and it would tie in the entire theme together. So at this point, I'm just going to attach the tree right into the foam block and press it down. Once you press that little metal pole right in, it stands up nice and straight. You can decorate your tree, of course, with your little ornaments, but before that, I wanted to attach these sweet little pearls and gems to the actual tree to finish giving it that little glam effect. So I'm putting the little pearls right on the tips of the branches. I'm applying some of these little gemstones on the branches as well, and I'm using hot glue just to secure them in place because, of course, these will not stay just like your normal little ornament with hanging. You can make even little hanging ones out of all of the little glam pieces by stringing them. Super cute ideas to just hang on the tree, but I really wanted to give a little sparkle to the tips with the glitter. It's really hard to show you guys here, but in real life, when you move around, you just see the little sparkle that the tree gives off. To finish off the little pot, I thought, no, I needed a little sparkle on the bottom, so I'm attaching some rhinestone ribbon from the Dollar Tree along the base of this little pot. You can even attach a little snowflake to the center of the front of the pot. Anything really that you think would look super cute and make it a little more glam. I just wanted to get rid of this indent line, and I thought, what better way than to use a little rhinestone mesh. So I'm just cutting it off here, and hot gluing it to secure it in place, and that will finish the little pot. And then I thought, I need lights. I need lights on the little tree. How could we forget that? So I'm using actually this little string light as well from the Dollar Tree. They are on a little wire. They're teeny tiny mini lights, and they're the sweetest ever. So you pop your tree in, and then at night you can just flick it off as well by putting your little finger into the pot. It's super easy, but just string them around, and then you have a beautiful little flocked glowing tree for your table, or for as a table centerpiece in the kitchen. You can put this just about anywhere in a bedroom, an office space. Oh my goodness, I so love how simple and cost effective this little DIY was. It would cost you nearly $40 at Michael's, and here we are with $4, and you have this beautiful little Christmas decor. I hope you guys enjoyed this process. I would love to hear how you are decorating your trees, or if you are flocking or don't like to flock, anything really. I love your feedback. Thank you so very much for watching, and I look forward to sharing more with you very soon. Bye for now.